Think of your relationship with organization as an INFP as like having a powerful ally in your party that you've been avoiding. It's not your enemy, you just haven't learned how to work together with it yet. So you know that feeling when you're trying to get your life organized, right? But everything just like falls apart. The schedules, the planner starts gathering dust. You start ignoring all your goals and aspirations, and that voice in your head just whispers like, maybe I'm not cut out for this. As an INFP myself, I've fought against extroverted thinking for years. Extroverted thinking, if you don't know, is also called TE. It's our inferior function. And we can think of it like a commander. You know, its goal is to organize, to structure, to manage and marshal resources and get things done. As you heard me explain that, you probably got a little shudder because that is not our normal mode of engagement with the world. And since it's our inferior function, it's something that we struggle a lot with. And we have this inferiority complex around, as well as we aspire to improve at it. You know, if I could only just get my life under control. Here's the thing, the commander isn't your enemy. It's actually one of your most powerful potential allies if you know how to train it. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 biggest mistakes that I made when trying to develop my commander, and more importantly, how to avoid them. This isn't about forcing yourself into someone else's system or personality type. It's about learning how to work with another part of your personality type. And based off the feedback that I've gotten from other INFPs, mistake number 3 is probably the exact opposite of what you're trying to do right now and what all the advice tells you to do. I remember watching all those productivity videos, all the gurus on YouTube, and getting courses and classes, purchasing courses to learn how to be more organized and developed and more productive. You know, the ones that are like, you know, start with the perfect morning routines and all these complex planning systems. I tried copying exactly what they do and did, and I would, you know, wake up super early, really groggy. Still, I think waking up's a good thing. Waking up is a good thing. Waking up early is a good thing, but way earlier than my body would let me. You know, creating complicated bullet lists and 20 different steps and productivity systems and all these complicated apps. And you know what happened? Total burnout every single time. And here's why. The real breakthrough came when I realized that TE, the commander's development, isn't about becoming an ESTJ. It's about finding your own unique way of bringing structure into your life. Even after I stopped trying to copy other people's personality types and just wishing that I could be an ENTJ, I still fell into an even bigger trap. I'd start strong, I'd miss a day, then I'd miss another day, then I'd start feeling sick or like I need to recharge. I'd start feeling like a failure and I'd abandon the whole thing. Does it sound familiar? So here's what I learned. TE development, the commander development for INFPs, is like grinding XP in a role-playing game. You don't start at level 99. You don't start at the end boss. You start by killing rats in a sewer, just in a starting area, building XP slowly. Instead of trying to do a complete overhaul of your personality type and your life overnight, start with one small habit. Maybe it's just writing down 3 tasks for tomorrow. That's it. No complex systems, no perfect schedules. Perfection doesn't exist anyway. Remember, consistency beats intensity every time. Show up. And just when I thought I figured it out because I was making progress with all these small steps and little tweaks, I learned the biggest mistake. For years, I thought developing TE, extroverted thinking, the commander, meant suppressing my introverted feeling, my soul, my values, my feelings, my need for authenticity. I tried to logic my way through everything. And it also felt constraining because extroverted intuition, the explorer, wants to shake things up and see what happens and be spontaneous. So it felt like there was a huge conflict with my personality type. But here's the big plot twist, is your TE, your commander, actually works best when aligned with your introverted feeling, your soul, your conscience. This is one of your core strengths as an INFP. So let me explain this with a quick example. So instead of forcing myself into this rigid planning system because, well, that's what productive people do, and that's what my ESTJ friend does, and that's what my ENTJ friend does, I started asking myself, what do I value most? What matters deeply to me, to my identity? And how can I create a structure around that? Suddenly, organization wasn't really the restraint on my actions. It was making sure that I was aligned with my personality type and who I wanted to become in the world. It was about supporting my dreams and values. So think about it like this. The commander isn't your enemy. It's a party member. It's part of your team. It's a maverick, okay? It does things that are a little strange. It's kind of like buggy AI. It gets stuck in a rock and you're like, come on, man, like let's go. Let's go over here. It takes education of that part of yourself. You need to inform it how to do its tasks better and gain skills around that. But it is on your team. Its job isn't to take over your life and to change your personality type. It's to help your main character, your soul, introverted feeling, achieve its goals. So here's how to start working with your TE instead of against it. Ask yourself what truly matters to you and create simple structures that support those values. Start with one small habit that feels aligned with who you are, what you want in the world, and then celebrate every bit of progress, no matter how small. Remember, XP builds on XP. Experience builds on experience. You will start creating more momentum and you will learn that you can thrive, that you can acclimate, that you are stronger than you believe you are. And remember, developing your commander isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming a more complete, well-rounded version of yourself. And it's stopping leaking all this energy into extroverted thinking. Once you gain a couple skills around that and you can do it a bit better, then you can start doing more of your strengths. You can lean into what makes you you and allows you to make an impact on the world in the way that you want. The commander is it's like unlocking a new character class in your personal real life RPG. And if you want help with this, I've actually started a community recently. It's called Evolve. You can check the link below or go to evolve.geekpsychology.com. And there are tons of INFPs in here, as well as some other personality types too. And we're using all these different personality type components, these different characters, the 8 character classes within the fellowship of your mind, as well as some proven goal-setting formulas in order to do a rehaul of your life over the year. This is a holistic self-development program, and it's not about your personality type. It's about gaining skills for all of these different aspects of your life so that you have a more holistic, developed way of problem solving, more perspectives to get unstuck, so that you can make an impact on the world that you want.